Hi everybody and welcome back. I'm Atheist the Dirty Word, and this is going to be the first official, real, exclusive video to this channel, Autumn Lauber. With that being said, here's a few announcements before I get started. Thanks so much everyone who resubscribed, and welcome everybody that's new, and especially with that, thank you Claire for subscribing and being the first one to resubscribe here and getting the message out. And congratulations on 2,500 subscribers. I'm so glad to be one of them. So also in other news, Non-Stamp Collector has actually subscribed to my videos, and that's pretty awesome. So thanks, Non-Stamp Collector. If you see this, hi, I love you. Alright, so here we are. This is what my video is about. This is a stop sign in my neighborhood. It's a really small neighborhood, but somebody had vandalized my stop sign to say, "Don't stop believing." These are both acts of vandalism. The sign in my neighborhood and the billboards. When you see the stop sign, you know what the meaning is behind both the original sign and the edited version of it per se. Obviously, somebody was putting some Journey lyrics on a public sign that has to do with transportation, but with billboards that are vandalized, that are put up and paid for by organizations that are just trying to get their message out. It's a different story. You have someone who's, just being a stupid teenager and not doing anything offensive, but you cross a line when you do something that's basically turns a run-of-the-mill vandalism, a destruction of somebody's property, into a hate crime, so to speak. Of course, I'm not saying this about the stop sign, but it got me thinking. It reminded me of that billboard that I showed earlier, the one that's located on Billy Graham Parkway. It's near Charlotte, North Carolina. That's near where I live. I used to live in Charlotte a long time ago, way long time ago, when I was really, really little. But nonetheless, I lived there. And there's just something crazy. Now, let's look at the other side of the story. You have us, the atheist. We put out our billboards about, what we're about who we are, and that we're not these monsters. And, we just want, not to be bullied into this idea that all Americans are Christians, because we're obviously not. If you're watching this and you're not an atheist, some of you might not agree that certain denominations of Christianity are true Christians. You might not say that, we're a Christian nation if you're Muslim or Jewish, and if you belong to something that we would dub a cult. I mean, come on, people. America is based on freedom of speech and freedom of religion. They're in our constitutions. They're the First Amendment. We're both free to put up our billboards and say our message. And on the Thinking Atheist podcast, there's just the guy that does the different billboards, the One Nation Indivisible one and the other ones, but now they're going. I heard on that podcast that, they're thinking of doing Meet Your Local Atheist, and it's people that apply to be on billboards, and that's pretty interesting. You and I both have our billboards, our institutions that represent our stance, and we're allowed to say what we believe in. Now, being destructive doesn't really credit you as a person. I mean, your organization kind of gets downgraded because of some stupid teenager doing something that's reckless, or some enraged person that's not too bright. It's interesting to think that we pay our money to put up our message, you know, to educate and say what we're about. And that's what I'm doing. I'm saying what I'm about. I mean, I could get in so much trouble for like making these videos, not by my parents or anything, or by my friends, but by people that are just like sending hate mail. They be trolling on my videos, man, and stuff like that, you know. But you know, freedom of speech, man. Freedom of speech. Thanks for listening and for resubscribing again. I'm Autumn.